having BKBs, it's extremely difficult for them to just really grab anybody and burst them down. Freeze positioned in the top lane.
Yeah, close to some trouble here, but not going to be spotted out quite yet. Just looking to kind of slow their roll. And, well, unless he thinks he can burst Vengeful Spirit in time. Nah, he's going to TP down to the side of Fenrir here as they try to slow the pressure coming in from LFY.
Yeah, but slow the pressure is right, because you can look at look at the map. VGJ is feeling very under the gun. Everyone just kind of sitting in the base, not really able to pressure lanes, push lanes out properly, just at the fear of getting caught with this Shadow Blade from the Lina, with the Blink Dagger from the Slardar. Just always more information coming out for LFY, it seems, after this mid game.
Yeah, it's a bit desperate here for VGJ. I don't know if they try to go for yet another kind of smoke play or anything, but the last couple have really not worked out so well for him. So we have to see what's going to be next for him as far as trying to take this game back. While LFY are just kind of a team where we got to see what kind of closure they're going to be able to do in this. Freeze is trying to poke at the Morphling a bit from the side lane, but not really getting him too concerned.
Yeah, closure versus the Tinker. Gotta make sure to be able to kill the Tinker to break the high ground.
They have some respectable high ground on VGJ. It's not going to be the easiest thing to close out. And if they can get like a monster network swing and put that into the pocket of aggressive somehow, this could still be their game.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we have the first pipe finished up for Bounty. What does Venge have? He's very close to the second pipe.
Yeah, first you saw 3 BKBs, but wait for dual pipes.
Yeah.
You're really going to be crying, you spellcasters. Quick takedown of the top ward there as they hope for a quick Roche spawn timer. Let's see how fortunate they're going to be. Okay, about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Jinx. And we'll see if that favors better for LFY or not, but they seem to spot it out aggressive here. He gets a helpful force and then a chaotic offering to try to slow down their roll. ROTK will move in, get the grab on the Slardar, pull back lasso play, but he pops his BKB and looks to slither on out, and now looks for a new setup. Crush takedown onto FY. He'll be the first one decimated, but they do get a response. Zap Blast takedown on not 1 but 2 here as they take out the Slardar and the Vengeful Spirit. VGJ, is this going to be enough of a momentum swing where they could maybe move on forward, try to get into that Roche pit?
It's like as soon as the BKBs go down, it's like that's when they're able to kill anybody. But Jixing, when he had his BKB popped, he's pretty much immortal in the midst of everything. Even though the Lifestealer has like Desolator and the Armlet finished up, he tickles that Slardar right now.
Monet didn't have to use his BKB yet. Gets the money there from the Golem and is still flirting around this mid lane quite a bit, but doesn't look like VGJ want to make any sort of approach to him.
ROTK. Super. Spots him.
Hey, yo! Oh. Quickly blinks away before trouble comes out. Forces, and this is a man on the run. And it looks like he's going to be able to make it away. That was a little too close there, Mr. Return of the King.
It was like the instant he replicated and he got very, very afraid.
Good heads up. Back to the grind here for VGJ. This is their chance to finally just get their half of the map back into control here. I mean,
we said it nonstop in the beginning. This is the long game. This one is going to be a long one. Yep. Both teams are going for the very greedy type spell. Warlock finishes his Midas. Now he's got a Glimmer. The Midas from the aggressive in the early game. Just kind of what we expected to see. They were paired up versus a Morphling. The Morphling last pick was very clever because there's just not that much catch for Vici. They have the Bat Rider and the Earth Spirit, and that was pretty much it for him. But
yeah, it's not only going to be long because of the item buildups, but just the way that either of these teams want to close the game out, it's going to be very difficult to.
I like this a lot. He had the Scotty clicked on his inventory for Monet, but I was mentioning before the Manta I think is really, really good for him, and he does go back for the Manta because now he has the BKB to remove to not only block the silences and the stuns, but now he has the Manta to be able to remove the silence and make it a little bit more difficult, and it gives him a good damage chunk potential.
All right, looks like LFY are posturing themselves into a position to move in and get the Roche. Not too much threats nearby for VGJ. Trying to get some vision nearby. They still have that really nice ward that actually spots aggressive there. This ward is really seeing the full approach of VGJ right now, and LFY are reading it. They head back to the lane and away from the Roche pit, and they're just waiting here. Let's see who pounces first.
Now they know the ward's there. Lina does reveal that, but they doesn't get the stun onto RTK. Yeah, they're pinging it now. They know exactly where it is.
Right on top of it, too.
He's like, Fenrir's
like, I'm going.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, that's the last spot. That was the last spot that it could possibly be.
They see it, but they're like, I still can't even go for it. It's just way too risky. But, oh, my God, immediate call made. LFY just rushed back towards the pit. Can they get the ward down? They got to get
it's
it down
dead
first.
way too quickly.
Okay, finally they get it down. But, yeah, as you mentioned, it's just so fast that LFY are able to kind of make that space for themselves to get it done. Now they have the Aegis and the extra life. We'll see what LFY look to do with it. Could kind of slow things down for a bit just to make sure they secure all of those remaining items here.
Yeah, Super went for the 50 damage. I mean, this was at level 15, of course, but he went for the 50 damage instead of the 125 cast range. We do see most people go for the cast range, but I guess since he has a Slardar, he has a Venge, he's like, I want to be a right-clicking force. I want to be able to click this Lifestealer.
Yeah, they might need him to help kind of siege from the low ground, too, once
Yeah.
it's time to approach, because, you got March to deal with. If you can kind of damage the tower from outside those marches and stuff, it'll help out.
He didn't go for like the Aghanims build either. He went for this like Shiva's build up to just be just a tanky force as well. Just be a different type of Lina, not just like this one combo, like nuke, and then just stand there. But
okay, well, LFY seem to have a plan in mind. They're making their approach here from the north. VGJ looking to kind of slow them down. You already see the marches coming out from the trees.
Almost Hex finished up on Freeze. He's about 300 away.
I mean, do you go right for it? No buyback?
He's already got the Mystic Staff ulti orb.
All right, let's go. Because one significant fight, Freeze being taken out, LFY could just run through and take a Rax then.
Yeah,
Jixing. So it's a bit of a gamble.
Jixing went for the Shadow Blade too, so he's trying to get those tricky little positionings.
Comes the March.
Here we
Casual
go.
stun to slow them
He's
down.
in.
Oh!
Freeze!
He moves in and sees Freeze! Oh, if he takes him out, he's going to be
He gets it by
gone!
himself, basically. Monet with the last
70
hit.
seconds, no buyback.
RLTK now?
LFY, if they can finish this out, this could just be quick racks. It could be just, oh my God, Monet with the double. That's it. VGJ have to get back inside.
That high ground ward that they placed there just spots Freeze, instantly Jixing with no hesitation, blinks in, gets a crush, one or two bashes, and then Monet with the last hit cleanup onto Freeze. 56 seconds down on the Tinker, 56 seconds down on the Bat Rider as well. This could just very well be
You got a rock.
Rax.
You might have to use it to stop them and stall things out, and I don't know how much they're going to be able to do here. They're doing everything they can to tickle at him a bit. Monet, though, going right back into the work. This Tier 3 is certainly done for, and now the Rax is going to be fully exposed, and Jesus Christ, he hits hard. That's done for. Not over yet. It looks like VGJ will be able to hold out, but they will be down to Rax.
And there's still the Aegis as well on the Morphling too, so this is just LFY now push the other two side lanes out and then keep the pressure on.
Let's see if they can push it out with still some time on that Aegis here. He might even be able to finish out maybe the Scotty along the way too.
Yeah, he's got it already. Yeah, that was a massive, I mean, that was, I'm going to look at it right now. Let's say, yeah, that was a huge swing. Yeah, about 7,000 just from those two kills in Tower and Rax.
Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking about the last time VGJ have been able to make their own kind of a fight and their own decisive approach. Every time it feels like they've been trying to smoke and move out towards LFY, they come up a bit short and get kind of, chase and force themselves to dive into a very unfortunate position where LFY are able to capitalize so nicely. Freeze now just desperate to move back, get the finish at least on for the sheep stick here, because this could be their final hurrah. The approach is coming. LFY moving down this mid lane. A Shadow Blade on your Slardar here.
Firefly's on cooldown for 20 seconds, so they can't set up with that to claim this tier 2. So LFY should be able to take this one just pretty easily.
And siege away. No stop. Now Fenrir did hold on to the rock from the previous push here. So this is
Shrine time. Yeah,
their ultimate hold, but yeah, free money if they just go back and get the shrines finished out.
I think they're going to kill the shrine. Okay, yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's time for that.
I really do not know at this point what you do for VGJ. I don't know. Is it desperation mode? Is it that the old complexity smoke wraparound kind of a play?
I think it's really tough just because they are...
Or do you just hope for them to overextend on their invade inside the base and that VGJ can just kind of punish them for it? Fogged, I see that unfortunately your game has crashed.
So, yeah, that is not what happened, but it's okay.
Okay, I don't know what happened over there. Whatever the case may be, just feel free to look over my shoulder.
Yep.
LFY.
I think, like you're saying, though, I think it's really hard for VGJ to really take a fight. It's up to LFY just making these mistakes. These BKBs are just way too good versus what VGJ has to deal out. There's just not that much lockdown coming out from them. They have the Bat Ride and the Earth Spirit and then a Warlock Golem, and that's just about it.
Yeah, here you LFY, the sharks in the water right now. Getting rid of all the remaining excess vision here for VGJ to see outside their precious little home base. But they are pretty much farming through the whole map. They go cross-country. They claim the other shrine now. And pretty much all that's left is getting these lanes pushed back forward and making another move into that high ground. Maybe at this point, Freeze will hope to build up enough funds so that he can get that buyback money in reserve and ready to go. And same could be said for a lot of the others here. I'm going to look at, and there is not many buybacks ready. Only buybacks there are for Fenrir, which, you know, not the biggest thing. You're hoping by that point you already got your rock off, and then it's pretty much just all an aggressive otherwise. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's just they're just gonna wait it out. It's just now he's already pretty much like 6 slotted on this Morphling. Now he's gonna go back for Satanic too. Like, what did he really do? It's ridiculous. What did he actually go for as his last talent, the Morphling? So he did go for the 400 waveform damage rather than the replicate damage. They doesn't really have anything
waveform range, not
range.
damage.
Sorry, yeah, I meant range. I was like, when I said damage, I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, wait, they have
Thank
a
you for that
400
catch.
damage? Good range there. Is that just so he can kind of make it? What would you say? Is it so he can get in and out from trouble easier, or
Multiple different uses? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think to set up, get out. The other one's not very good this game. Usually it's like if the other team has a very good like agi carry or something, you're able to get that like massive replicate damage, but not in this one. Aggressive, almost finishing up that AC.
Yeah, they're waddling their way through the bottom lane right now, but yeah, they could ping on a Monet and everything they want, but he still has a Lincolns, a Manta, a BKB. Oh, look who's coming in from behind here. White and Super making their own approach as they stalk down VGJ. Now going to be caught possibly outside the base, and a lot of these guys, no buybacks? Oh, no! He drops the rock regardless. They instantly blast down RTK, and I don't think this is going to get any better for him. They're just going to quickly make work of Fenrir. Aggressive is just trying to run away from trouble right now.
So dead.
Pulling their attention away, but it is not going to be happening. They also got the finish on FY. Tries to dodge lesser trouble, but yeah, as you mentioned, this could just be the game right now.
Yeah, top lane's pushing in really hard. 4 dead. I don't think they have buyback on 2 of the heroes, but Rock was expended too. Lasso just not able to. RTK just not able to get his lassos off. Always getting bursted down in the beginning of these engagements from the beautiful wraparounds from LFY.
Freeze trying to pressure that mid lane to stop their roll, but they're already inside the base going to work. Tier 3, no chance at all. He needs to get back in here and get some more marches down, but Aggressive says, I'll just go in there a swinging. Quick Force will get the Morphling out from trouble, and now the Rax is down. I mean, VGJ, if you have any sort of fight in you, this has got to be when you take it, because it looks like there's going to be really no hope for you. Megas are just a moment away here.
Yeah, VG just, I mean, even with they get, this is a 4-man bond, if they get the Hex and everything, it's just, LFY is just way too buff right now in comparison.
They're just like alternating pipes too and everything. Like, just, it's ridiculous. The March feels like nothing. The lasers, the Dagon, here's another pipe right now. Fenrir's just like, please, slow down. Upheaval.
Yeah, LFY is like, okay, they're going to just turtle that one, so let's just go back and farm a bit more. I mean, they've got more than the resources that they need to close this one out. It's just about how they approach it. Everyone's approaching that, 4 or 5 slot items. Jixing's got a heart. Bounty Hunter's got Guardian Greaves Vlads. Everyone's just pretty happy with where they're at.
All right,
wait for next rush. Yeah. Sure, why not? Safest play possible.
I guess some credit there to VGJ or Aggressive kind of making go through that wild goose chase to stall it out a bit so that they can have this next chance. But as they try to go for it here, Aggressive in a bit of trouble. Force to pipe the Rage. Makes it back inside, though. I guess they figured that LFY were probably going to be moving back for that Roche, but LFY are still here. And now they'll go back for it.
VG just can't push their lanes out right now. Both the other 2 lanes are pushing in from the Rax, and then they're struggling to push out the bottom one too with Tinker, and that just gives LFY the potential to sit around the Roche.
Yeah, they're just going to wait for it. Go back, grab what they can. What did he just get? Oh, he's looking to finish out a sheep. He's get his mix. He picks up the Mystic Staff.
Yeah, he's got it finished up. It's coming out on the courier. So Super now Alina with a Hex. And what did he take for his last talent on Alina? Apologies.
Looks like
so he did take the Fiery Soul stacks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's just much better. I mean, since he went for the damage as well, and he's not like a support or anything. The other one's more of like a support type of ability.
He'll help them be able to easily siege to the base at this point. Really looking like no outs here for VGJ. Wonderful showing here from LFY, though, and now they'll be able to secure the Roche and try to go for the finish here. A lot of pressure on VGJ to try to hold the high ground here. They may already know it's over, but, this is the start of the group stage for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in every lick you can.
Probably talk about a little bit of the issues that went on in the game. Like, they were probably just like, we got split up way too often. It just seemed like they had, their vision just was much better than ours in majority of these in the game.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter certainly was like one of the MVPs, if not the MVP for LFY on this one. Just gave him so much intel through the game.
Yeah, him and Jixing, honestly. The Slardar and the Bounty Hunter, very good plays. Just not only just reading the movements of the map, but the setups as well. It's just very good to say. Swap coming out, and they get aggressive
and
down.
of all the people to get, they get the best one you could ask for. Aggressive is gone. No buyback for him. They dish out the chaotic offering, but I really don't think there's going to be much hope to follow it here. VGJ now scrambling to be able to make it back, now knowing that their core DPSer is not going to be there for them. It looks like focus on the objective at hand here for LFY. Securing the Megas is of the utmost importance, and, you know,
closing the game out.
Closing the game out with a 1-1 series to start your day. I mean, LFY, I've said it enough, a team that was probably looked at as one of the underdogs, especially from one of the Chinese teams. They're going against VGJ, who are considered one of the better Chinese teams, and they get a 1-1 split. They got to feel pretty good. Nobody going to be eliminated, of course, from the group stage, but for better seeding's sake, that's a good start for LFY.
Lena winning both games. Let's go, Lena.
Yeah.
I really liked the Morphling pickup. I was a little bit reluctant just because of the bounty hunter, the way that the draft was, but then as like the mid game hit, the Morphling was pretty much free farming. They weren't really able to get the catch that VG like wanted. It was a 1 or 2 at least like slight overcommitments from LFY, getting caught by like a 4-man rock into a 4-man combo follow up. But then afterwards, it was just like, all right, play the information game, split VG up, let our Morphling do Morphling things. They barely have any catch for him. We know this. It was a last pick Morphling. It was a perfect Morphling game. Yeah. And that's exactly what they did. They executed it.
Yeah, 5th pick feels so strong.
Yeah.
Feels real strong. We saw earlier like a Terrorblade 5th pick that kind of did work, I believe, for OG. And then here, you can see the Morphling kind of pull out the work. More heroes, more of a deep meta as well. A bring back of the Bounty Hunter once again. It's an exciting time to watch some Dota. That just concludes our second heat of the DAC group stage action. We're going to be done for now, and you'll see myself and Fog next time on the mainstream. Super hype matchup is we're going to be doing Newbie Liquid, a battle of the 9K gods. Like, this is going to be so hype. I don't know who's coming in here next. We'll give them the full. We'll give them the full gist, and we'll be back with more DAC action, folks. So please stay tuned.